welcome to my channel. I am in a very strange place that I don't know you guys have ever seen me sitting in, but I'm actually sitting at my dining room table because I'm gonna make a video that I've never done before, and it is planning a month with me. A couple weeks ago, I showed you my DIY planner that I made that I was working on all summer long and really all my life in the making. Before this, I was a die-hard computer planner, which I still like the idea of it because I can type super fast and way faster than I can write. But I didn't like being glued to my computer all the time, and I didn't like all of my to-do lists being on a computer all the time. I wanted to have something mobile that I could take with me, whether I was in the living room or the car or wherever I was. And so I finally took this summer to curate and create a bunch of documents that I could put in a planner that I could take in, take out, change, manipulate, whatever I wanted to do to make it my own. And that's what I did. And I shared with you in that video basically a page by page flip through of what that planner looks like and how it is working for me. So since making that video, I got a lot of good response from it. A lot of you guys really seem to enjoy that video. And so as part of my planning process, something that I've done for years and years and years, every single month before a new month, I will sit down and plan out the goals and kind of an overall list of things that I want to do or need to do in that coming month. And I thought I would share what I'm gonna be doing and kind of how I plan for a new month. So right now it's August, it's actually August 23rd, 2022 as I'm filming this. I'm gonna be sitting down and filming, I'm already sitting down, I'm gonna be filming and showing you guys how I plan for a new month. And I'll explain in the video. Obviously things can change, this is not set in stone, but it's how I am able to take my brain dump of things that need to get done, things that I wanna get done that I keep a running list of. What do I do with those things? How do I fit them into my life? How do I schedule them? How do I prioritize them? And how do I frame up each month so that I can be as productive and organized as possible? So that's what I'm gonna share with you guys in today's video. If you want to see me plan for a new month, in this case, September 2022, then stay tuned. Okay, so I have a couple things off camera on each side, a couple different calendars that have people's names in them, so I don't want to have those in the shot, but basically it is this little planner here that I keep upcoming appointments and things in that are in the future. And then that way when a new month rolls around, I basically print actually two calendars I print. This is just the one that prints for free if you have an Apple. I don't know if you have a PC, I have no idea. This one, I will take all of the appointments and things that are in this calendar. Once the month actually arrives, I will transfer everything on here, including when my husband and I get paid, and mark those on here. And then this hangs on the wall next to my desk where I spend a great deal of my time. I also have another monthly calendar that I showed in my DIY binder planner video that I will link for you guys. This planner, or this monthly calendar, it seems kind of redundant because I've already got one that hangs on the wall, but I go ahead and basically duplicate everything, all the appointments and everything that I have written on this calendar, I duplicate on this calendar because I keep this in my planner, which is right here. And that way, if I'm not at my desk, I don't have to like go and look at my calendar. I have this. So if I'm in the car or I'm waiting at an appointment or something and I'm like planning in my planner, I have a copy here. That way the one at my desk doesn't ever get lost. Another reason why I keep this separate is because it has a spot for goals and notes. This is where I kind of framework out the goals and mostly home projects and things that we need to do that are, you know, that I want to do in any given month. I write those on here and those live in my planner. That way, as I'm planning out my days and my weeks of any given month, I have an eye on all of our appointments, but also my goals. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in and write down all the days. This is actually just an undated calendar that I got, I don't know where I found it. And then I ended up editing the top part there, I believe in PicMonkey. So I have one for each month. And I like that it's undated because that way every month I can just go in here and put the days in whenever, you know, whatever day goes on, whenever, I don't know, I can't talk and write at the same time, you know what I mean. But I'm not having to buy another planner with a year, you know, specific dates. So you can see here, I've got October's, it's kind of showing through November and December. So some of these things may change. I may actually get some of these things done before September. Maybe I won't, but I might. But that's the good thing is, you know, you can always change things as you need to. So I know in September, I've already got my other calendar made up pretty well, the one that lives at my desk. So I know I've got my dentist appointment at 1. I'm gonna put, one of my daughters has a dentist appointment the next week after that. And then I have an eye appointment. So these are all appointments that I'm copying down from that little planner that I showed you that, you know, when I made these appointments months ago, you know, I just transfer them onto here. I don't necessarily transfer down the days we get paid because that really doesn't affect what we do in a given month. And then the 17th, I have a date with my youngest from 10 to 12. And then on the 25th, actually the 22nd is my dad's birthday. So I need to figure out what to get him for a gift. I've only got one thing and it's like a really small thing. Okay, and then I am actually hosting a fall party for my family. I don't know yet what time it's gonna be. Probably dinner time. And I know Loki's supposed to have a bath that day, which is unfortunate for 2 reasons. Number one, I really didn't want to have to mess around with having, you know, taking him for a bath that day. But also, it's a long time from now and he stinks. But anyway, okay. So the first day of fall is the 22nd. And one thing that I know I wanted to do is make a homemade applesauce or crock pot applesauce. So that'll be something that we do on a specific day. So I'm gonna put that in the notes, not in the goals section. I'll do that later. So that'll be on the 22nd. There's a pumpkin event in October, and when I talked to the lady last month, she said to call because they will be opening up registration in September. So you have to register. Like you don't have to do a pumpkin, but if you want to bring a pumpkin to put on the pumpkin trail, you need to like register and tell them how many pumpkins you're bringing. So I need to do that. And then I need to submit, there's a specific video that I know I need to submit for approval. I need to confirm Sewing Club because it starts in September for my youngest. And I need to make sure that I finish planning our trip to Gatlinburg. I don't even want to call it a trip because we only stay one night. We mainly go down there to eat at my favorite restaurant, which is Pancake Pantry. It's the best food on the planet. But we are going to try to do some activities down there that we've never done before. So I need to make sure I'm finishing that because I don't know yet if we're going to go in October or November. But either way, we need to, you know, figure out what we're going to do, what day we're going to go, what hotel we're going to stay at, all that stuff. What else? And sometimes I go up here to the project section of my planner. I'm gonna look at my projects here. This is, again, I showed all this stuff in my planner tour, so if you want to see kind of the specifics, but I mean, it's not that complicated. You can pretty much tell what it is. There's some outdoor things we need to do, but I don't think our leaves are gonna be off the trees yet to be able to do what we need to do for that. And I don't think it's also gonna be the right time to put down grass seed, so probably won't do that. I hope to have, I'm working on deep cleaning my kitchen. I've already started that. I'm just gonna put finish deep cleaning kitchen because if I don't finish it before this month is over, then I know I want to finish it in September. And it shouldn't actually take me that long because I've already done most of the hard work. So finish deep cleaning the kitchen. So that's gonna go in the goals section. That's not like a place I need to be or, you know, things like that. Bigger projects and things like that go in the goals section. So I wanna do that. With that goes fixing the table, because I painted our table a couple years ago. It's actually the table I'm using right now. This table is an IKEA table that I painted white with chalk paint last year before last. And there's a couple little spots that need to be touched up. So I need to do that, and I need to touch up the cabinets because we also had those painted. And again, there's some little spots that need to be touched up. So that's kind of one main thing, even though it's like 3 separate things. They're kind of all together. I also am gonna look at my brain dump over here, which is right here. I showed this in that planner tour. It normally lives right here, but I took it out because it does have some personal things written on it. But I'm just looking at that to see what else I might need to add for September. I know one thing I need to do, and this is something, again, I might get done before this month is over, but I might not. I need to work on cleaning off my desktop, my computer, because it is from 2011 and it's on its last legs. And I'm gonna have to get one sooner than later, and before it like just dies and erases what's on there, I need to start working on that. So clean off the desktop computer. Along with that is set up my new external hard drive because my external hard drive went bad. So I need to transfer all those files from the current hard drive to the new one. So that I need to do, but again, I may get that done before September, but maybe not. Let's see what else. Oh, I need to also decide about Kentucky Down Under. We usually go there in the fall. I have one kid that wants to go back and one kid that doesn't. So, I mean, she doesn't like not want to go like enough where she wouldn't go, and she doesn't have to because she's 18. She doesn't have to go. She can stay home if she wants to, but I think if we all go, I think she'll go, you know, if she'll want to go. So I need to decide if we're gonna go, and actually last time I checked it was on Groupon, so I need to check that. And I know we have a Groupon already for the trampoline park that expires in September. So I need to make sure that we use that. Go through the girls, mostly my youngest, I'll say girls, but old fall clothes, and buy them whatever they need. You know, if they need more pants or sweaters or, you know, whatever. So buy what's needed. So it tends to be that bigger things go on this side, and then general, usually this is like places we need to go or events or things like that. And this is a lot of times where I'll pencil in specific date nights with the girls and me and my husband. I just had a date night, well, it was a date day with my oldest last Sunday. And then over here, I have a date with my youngest. We're going to a cupcake decorating party at like this local place, and it's like a fall themed thing. I actually did a video recently about our unique fall bucket list ideas, because I feel like everybody's bucket list ideas online or on YouTube are all the same. And I really feel like there's a lot of good ideas. I think I had 10 unique bucket list ideas in there. So if you need some ideas of things to do with your kids in the fall, definitely check that video out. I'll link it below as well. I also have our bucket list printed so that I can look at that and make sure that I'm keeping that in the forefront of my mind, that these are important things that we want to do as a family, or with each kid, or with each other, me and my husband. And some of those things, like I have make crock pot applesauce on there. That's where I remember to transfer that over. I also have our trip to Gatlinburg on the bucket list, so that's right here. And in Gatlinburg, there's 2 other things on our bucket list: the zip lines and a ropes course. We may be able to do one or both of those things in Gatlinburg, so that would knock off 2 more things off of our bucket list. The other thing on my bucket list was a family mystery box night. That's actually the fall party here. I bought one of those like escape room mystery boxes on Amazon. We've done one before as a family, and they're usually really fun. And so at that party that I'm planning, we're gonna be doing one of those boxes. And we may also do a spooky story contest. I don't know yet if I'm gonna have enough people that wanna do that, but that's on there. So I plan my months, and by feeding my months from these other lists. So bucket lists, or you know, a brain dump, things like that, or my projects list right here. That's why I like to keep them all separate and organized, but also in a place that I see them a lot, because that way I'm not gonna forget about them as much, and they're more priorities when I get that done. So I know we also need to, we really need to, in September or October, straighten up the garage. I started this a couple months ago, and there was a couple things that I needed my husband's help with. And then since doing a few projects in the house over the last month or so, more stuff has just kind of got set in there. So I really need to do that with him and get out there and do that before it gets too cold. So we have pretty much September and or October to work on that and finish it before it gets really cold here. I'll put it on there. I don't think it'll be a problem. I mean, we don't have a lot of this other stuff that needs to get done is not very time intensive. So I don't think that'll be a problem. What else do I need to do? So I'm just looking at my my brain dump over here just to get an idea. I do need to find out if my husband can get chairs from his work for the party, because I don't have enough chairs for the people that are going to be coming to the party that I'm having. So he said he might be able to borrow some. So I need to find out if he can, and if he can't, then I need to figure out what else I'm going to do about chairs. And also the girls, this is funny, the girls have been wanting to ride bikes, and we haven't ridden bikes all summer, but kind of the same as working in the garage. You know, we have another month or two of good weather before it gets kind of cold and gross. So I do want to put that on there because I do know they want to do that. So I would like to try to get that done, and also feeding the ducks, because my youngest has been complaining all summer long that we haven't fed the ducks. I don't think even one time this summer, and usually we feed them a lot. So again, I want to do that before it gets too cold. So it's not the end of the world if we don't get to those things in September, because we still have a lot of good weather in October. Same thing with the garage, but I'm going to put it on here so that it at least stays in the forefront of my mind that it needs to be done. Okay, so that's pretty much it for now. Obviously, I do way more, and we do more projects at home than just 2 or 3 things. But these are like the top priority things that I want to get done in a specific month, in this case, September. I still have my brain dump, which is full of tons of things that I need and want to get done, that I will fill in when I have extra time, that, you know, maybe aren't the super tip-top priority items, but those I usually will fill in a lot more and feed into my daily to-do list. But these are like main overall goals that I want to get done. I'm also going to add a couple more things before I forget. I want to finish the fuel workout program that I'm doing. I started the Caroline Girvan fuel workout program. It's a 6-week program that I think it'll take me longer than 6 weeks, because, and I'll show you that calendar in a minute. Just with my lifestyle, being busy or not always feeling that great, you know, especially if it's that time of the month, things like that, I've already had to make some adjustments, and I'll show you that in a minute. But anyway, this is my overall look at September. Like I said, obviously things could change. I could add more, I could take things away, I could reprioritize, which is okay. I think sometimes when we write things on a to-do list and then we end up deciding that something else is more important, or something else comes up that has to take precedence, we get really disgusted with ourselves. But it's okay if every single thing doesn't get done. It can always roll to the next month. It can always, you know, maybe be put a little bit farther down the list, but it's still on the list. And if it doesn't get done in September, then I will put it back on the list. I will reprioritize it for October or whenever it needs to be moved to, but that's okay. So that is right now in August what I have planned and kind of on the docket for September. It could change, but that gives me a framework to go by and kind of keeps me a little bit better on course. And of course, this is combined with my weekly and daily to-do list, which I showed you in that DIY planner video. If you want to see a little bit more about that, then you can check that video out. But this is for September. And then I went ahead and made a September workout calendar that is exactly the same as the one that I showed you, that you can print off from a Mac computer or Apple computer. I went ahead and printed one of these out, and this is where I'm writing down my workouts. I used to write them in a different little book, and I wanted to be able to see all of the workouts a month at a glance. And so I did that for August. And like I said, I started the Caroline Girvan fuel program. My camera keeps going out of focus. So every time I worked out, even if it wasn't one of her workouts, I wrote down what I did and put a check mark. So for August so far, today is actually the 23rd. I'm gonna be doing, as soon as I get done with this video, I'm gonna go and do fuel day 10. And like I said, it's a 6-week program. There are 30 workouts, so I should be able to finish it by the end of September. It may trickle into the very beginning of October. It just depends on how I feel over the next, 4 or 5 weeks. But anyway, I'm writing them down here, and I like to see it. I like this better than the way I was doing it, because this way, like I said, I can see the whole month at a glance. I can see that I worked out a lot and that I was really consistent. I had a little bit of a snafu last week, but that is because of it being that time of the month. I wasn't feeling that great. But I like this, and so I printed one out for September so that I can continue on with this, and this stays in my planner. So every single day when I open my planner to plan the next day's to-do list, I see this and it motivates me and it keeps me on track. So I have that. Okay, so I hope you guys enjoyed getting that overhead shot of how I plan for a new month. That's pretty much my process for every single month, whether it's September or June or whenever. It's pretty much my same process. It works out really well for me. And like I said, I wish that I could just show you every single paper that I was reading, my brain dump and all that stuff. But there are, there's names and personal information on there. But you get the idea. And if you had seen my planner tour, then I went into more detail about my brain dump list and my project list and kind of short-term, long-term projects, how I keep those organized, how I plan out projects seasonally and things that need to be done seasonally, how I plan those things and where I keep them written down. And then now this is really showing you kind of full circle. Now that I have all these different lists of these things I need to do, this is how I funnel it down even smaller and organize it and put it into a week, or in this case, a month that I feel like it belongs in. So way back in the beginning of January, I also made 2 videos. I can't remember the exact name of them. One of them I think was something like the most effective to-do list or something like that. And then I also showed you another video of all of the different planning documents that I use. And a lot of those have not changed. And so if you want to watch those videos, I think you'll get even a bigger picture of how I organize things. So I hope this was helpful and you enjoyed it. If you did and you want to see more, just kind of like plan with me's like this, like super casual, just overhead shot, some of the shots may be blurry. I don't know, I hope not. But if you want to see more videos like this going on in the future, definitely let me know in the comments. That is the best way that I'm going to know that you want to see more videos like this, is leaving me a comment and letting me know, and leaving this video a thumbs up. That's really the best way that you can tell me and show me that you like this video and you want to see more. So if you did like it, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Leave me that comment that you say, yes, I want to see more, or thumbs up, or a smiley face, or whatever you want to leave me in the comments, so that I know that you want to see more going forward. You can also let me know how you like to plan for a new month in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. I'm always looking for ideas of ways I can improve my planning process. So all that stuff, leave it for me in the comments. If you're not subscribed already, please do, so that you can be part of my YouTube channel family, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.